It was supposed to be a routine job. Nathan Carter, an urban explorer and true crime YouTuber, had traveled across the country to document Whispering Pines Asylum, a long-abandoned psychiatric hospital deep in the woods of Pennsylvania. The asylum had been shut down in 1976 after a series of horrifying patient disappearances, unethical experiments, and a fire that wiped out half the building. Some believed the spirits of the tortured patients still roamed the halls. Others whispered about Dr. Victor Halloran, the asylum's head doctor who vanished the night of the fire. His name was never cleared of the accusations of inhumane treatments, and his body was never found. Nathan had heard the rumors but didn't believe in ghosts. He just wanted the clicks. Armed with his flashlight, camera, and a few extra batteries, he entered through a collapsed section of the asylum's western wing. The air was thick with mildew and rot, and the distant sound of dripping water echoed through the decayed corridors. The building groaned as if exhaling centuries of secrets. As he walked through the remains of patient rooms, he documented the rusted bed frames, the peeling walls, and the broken restraints still bolted to the walls. Then he found something that made his stomach turn. Handwritten notes scrawled on the wall in a shaky hand. "He is still here. He watches. He waits. Don't listen to the whispers." Nathan smirked. Classic urban legend stuff. But as he continued deeper into the asylum, his camera picked up faint audio distortion. Low whispers. He stopped, held his breath, and listened. The sound was faint, like 100 voices murmuring just beneath the threshold of understanding. Then, footsteps, heavy, deliberate. Nathan spun around, heart hammering, but the hallway behind him was empty. His camera battery drained instantly, the screen flickering before shutting off completely. His flashlight followed a second later, plunging him into total darkness. A cold breath brushed the back of his neck. He ran. Blindly stumbling through the corridors, he crashed into an old wooden door. Desperate, he forced it open and tumbled inside, slamming it shut behind him. The room was small, an office by the looks of it. His flashlight flickered back to life, illuminating the nameplate on the desk. Dr. Victor Halloran. Then the whispers returned, closer this time. Nathan turned and his breath caught in his throat. The tall, skeletal figure of a man stood in the corner. His face was a blur of shifting features, like a distortion in reality itself. His fingers were long, unnaturally twisted, and his head twitched at an impossible angle. Nathan tried to scream, but his voice was gone. The last thing he saw was the figure rushing toward him, its whispers becoming a deafening roar. 3 days later, authorities found Nathan's camera outside the asylum. The footage was corrupted, except for a single frame, a distorted image of a tall figure with hollow eyes standing in the darkness. Nathan was never found, and the asylum still whispers his name.